everyone! So today I'm going to show you how I got this look. This video is going to be a talk through tutorial, get ready with me, whatever, you know, whatever. And in this video I'm going to try and use, well, I pretty much tried. No, I did. No, yes I did. Well, whatever. Shut up, Rosa. I am going to be using all of my favorite products in this video. And that's not hard because I love a lot of things. Wait, that is hard. I totally forgot to mention this to you guys or bring it up in a video, but I hit 100,000 subscribers like a couple months ago, and I just got the plaque a couple months ago. I know, it's been a while. I haven't been making videos lately. It's been a minute. Thank you guys so much, so much for supporting me and watching my videos and just being awesome. I feel like every time I read the comments, I mean, there's a few meanies in there, but for the most part, when I read the comments, they're mostly nice and sweet, and even when you're telling me that I'm doing something wrong, it's always, I can tell it's coming from a good place, and it's not intentionally trying to bring me down, you know what I mean? So I feel like I have the best friends, internet friends. I really do consider you guys really good friends of mine because I notice your usernames and pictures, and I read all of your comments, and I recognize you guys commenting frequently, so I feel like we're like so close. But I really extremely do appreciate you guys, and probably going to concoct some sort of giveaway on this channel, so be on the lookout for that. You'll wanna see the plaque. Dun 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 dun! Here it is! And there's my giant ring light glare in it. Let me tilt it this way. Oh yes, perfect shot of it. This is the play button that I got. My silver play button. Let's just get into this video. Wait! You can still see my shoulder. So first I'm going to be taking Milk's Blur Stick Primer Stick. And I love using this, especially when I'm in a hurry. It doesn't take that much room, take up that much room. So yeah, I'm just violently scrubbing this on my face. Then with my hands I just like to blend that product in a little bit more and get that into my skin. Really clog up those pores. Alright, so then I'm going to take Makeup Forever's Ultra HD Concealer in Y33. I'm just going to dot a few spots that I see that are red, or any girls, pimps, on my face. So yeah, any discoloration, I usually don't take too long. And then with my finger, I'm just gonna blend those spots out. And I think I put way more than I needed to because this concealer is pretty good. So once I have that all blended out, I am gonna take Urban Decay's Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette in the light medium shift. And I'll be taking this lovely light concealer shade and applying that under my eyes. And then again with my finger, I'm gonna blend that out. Just patting that gently, even though it looks like I'm being not gentle. Just patting. Then to set all the concealers that I applied to my face, I'll be taking Kat Von D's Lock-It Blotting Powder in Light. And I gotta be careful because I accidentally, I don't know, maybe dropped it. Oh, and I'll be using Kat Von D's brush number 20. It only says 20 on there, so not entirely sure. This is blotting powder, by the way, so I'm just gonna be using it as setting powder because I like it. And I like looking super matte finish. I don't like dewy because I've lived with looking like a slime ball on my face my whole life and got made fun of. English is not my first language. Apparently it's blabber. But yeah, I just grew up looking super greasy and oily and I always got made fun of for it, which is kind of silly because, I don't know, most of the things people get made fun of for back in the day are silly. So I'll be taking the same Urban Decay Shapeshifter palette and I'm taking the powder side, which, here, there's the powder side, split mirror, cream side, cream contour side. But I only used the concealer part for under my eyes. But isn't that cool? It's handy for traveling. And with my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour and highlighting brush, I'm gonna take the light part and the lightest powder shade and running that through. Ooh, I put a lot. Ooh, girl, I put a lot, dude. Gotta match the other side. Well, the thing about powder is that you can just blend it out and brush it away. Hopefully, I can do the same here. So I put that under my eyes and I'll put it on my forehead, chin. I'm gonna squish my brush and leave a little powder action in the middle of my nose. So my favorite contouring, bronzing brush is this Benefits Hoola bronzer brush, and it's got like that gold bamboo handle. This is kind of similar to the Hoola bronzer, this shade from the Urban Decay palette, but not entirely. The formulas are different, but I like to just use the same stuff because it's handy, it's nearby, I could just put it on. It's great, I love it. So my favorite part about this brush is that it's just so natural. I don't know how to explain it. You just like do a few taps, brush it on, and then like you don't even have to be precise really. You just have to, and it blends it out for you. It's like an eyeshadow brush, but for your cheekbones. So I'm tapping 1, 2, 3, and like a few little flicks. Get a little chin action. Then I like to squeeze the brush in. Contour my nose. And I know they have brushes for this part, but I'm all about efficiency and getting the job done quicker. So my favorite part about doing my face is the blush. I love putting on the blush. It finalizes the look, kind of. Brows do, but for me, it's the blush. Even though I just said brows do. Next, I'll be taking Kat Von D's blush slash eyeshadow shade in Lolita. And you guys know, I love their lip shade, Lolita. Lolita is my favorite shade that Kat Von D has to offer. It's just a classic dusty, rosy, pinky, nudie color. And with my Smith 118 brush, I'm just gonna lightly tap because last time I thought you had to swirl it up, but lightly tap. Maybe 3. I might regret that. And then I like to tap in the areas where I want my blush to be, so a little high. I like the concentrated pigment to be at the high points of my cheekbones, kind of like where the highlight is supposed to be. So I kind of like tap and tug. And then I like to swirl it around to this part of my cheek and maybe a little bit up here. I usually don't put blush on correctly. And I know that sounds weird, and it sounds weird saying it out loud, but I don't. I just place it where I need to, and then I take my kabuki brush from e.l.f. and I like to kind of buff the edges of where I place the blush inward. So I take an edge and I flick it inward. So that way I'm not dragging that pigment down to the rest of my face. So you guys know I don't really like highlighters. I don't like highlighting. I don't like looking greasy, etc. But there are a few exceptions to what highlighters are up to my standards. So, Melt Cosmetics digital highlighters are amazing. They are amazing. And for some reason, I don't even know how to explain it. They're like kind of gel-like. They are just, you can tell they're a high quality. They're not just some sort of shiny eyeshadow, some dusty, baby powdery formula. It's a good consistency, and I happen to really love it. And Gold Ore is the one I like to use. It's their middle shade. So I'm gonna be taking this fan brush from So Susan and dust that onto my cheekbones. And I like using the fan brush because it's a light highlight. I don't like to go too ham on the highlight, but just enough to where, I don't know, I just catch the light a little bit. Now for brows. So for brows, it depends on what I'm feeling that day, if I want to go extreme or if I just want to go subtle. And most of the time, it's kind of subtle because I don't have time. I like to take this brow powder, which I think is from Makeup Forever. I'm not entirely sure what shade this is or what palette it's from, but I kind of remember popping it out of a palette intensely. Starting at the outer corners and kind of with the remainder product, brushing that through the whole brow. And giving more love to spots that need more love. This brow is kind of difficult because I don't really have a shape. I just have spare hairs there. Sparse hairs, not spare hairs. Bibbidi bobbidi boom. I hate doing my brows. I hate it. Sometimes when I have a little bit more time and I really care, I'll draw on little tiny flicks of hair because for some reason the hairs here just stick straight out, and I think I'm balding right here. Now that I brought attention to that, I'm a little self-conscious now. So I'm gonna take my Benefits Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 4 and kind of mimic hairs, brow hairs. That looks terrible. That was a mistake. For brow gel, I'll be taking Chella's Eyebrow Defining Gel and applying that to my brows. Now, this isn't my favorite brow gel. It's just laying next to me and I don't feel like getting my favorite one. And also, I think this one's dry. Ugh, I would. Finally, now to the eyes. So for eye primer, I will be taking Urban Decay's Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. A little swipe here, a little swipe. Maybe a little bit more swipes. I kind of like place it where I need to. And then with a concealer brush, I kind of manipulate the product around and blend it in. Or blend it out more. Blend it with my finger up to my brow bone area because it needs some love. With a tapered blending brush, this one's from Sigma, I'm going to take Blur from Melt Cosmetics, which is like a really nice transitioning shade, and I'm going to apply that to my crease and brow bone area. And the reason why I have this in this weird, dirty Ofra palette is because I had to depot it. It was crumbling, so I put it in a smaller pan. Great for traveling, and it's one of my favorite shades. And I'm almost out. Then I'm gonna go back in with the Lolita blush slash eyeshadow shade, and with my tapered blending brush again, I'm gonna tap a few times and tap the brush again, and I'm gonna put a little bit of that color into my crease. I love it. This is actually my first time using it as an eyeshadow. It is my favorite blush currently, but as an eyeshadow, I love it. So I'm doing this first. That way, once I apply the shade all over my lid, I will already have a nice gradient blend in the crease. And I'm kind of going sloppy with it. I kind of blending that into where my brow and nose area meet. Then I'm going to concentrate that color some more onto my whole entire lid with my Smith 235 brush. I'm going to be careful and pack that onto the whole lid. I love this eyeshadow. I love this eyeshadow. I love the way it looks. Then I'm going to add some of that eyeshadow to my lower lash line area with a pencil brush, and this is from Crown. The best part about this is if you get any fallout, you can just use it as a blush. Unless it gets on your nose, then you're just going to look like Rudolph. But that's kind of cute. Then with the same Smith brush from earlier, I'm going to blend that lower lash line a little bit. Next, I am going to be taking Enigma from Melt Cosmetics, and with my Crown pointed crease brush, I'm going to apply that to my pointed crease. Now this shade is kind of around the same tone as the Lolita blush eyeshadow, but it's a little bit more darker and redder. See? You can barely see it, but it's just gonna deepen up this outer corner crease area. To help me blend that a little bit more, I'm going to be taking Smith's 247 brush with the same shade and kind of blend that in. Then for a little itsy bitsy teeny weeny highlight, I'm gonna take Swak, which is, Amy told me it was called Sealed with a Kiss. And I remember her asking me if I knew what that meant, and I said no. Then she proceeded to tell me that it was a thing that people used to say back in the day. And I was like, Amy, you're so old. Just kidding, I love you. You make my favorite makeup brand ever. So with my Crown Pro Precision, it's called the Pro Precision Smudger. And I'm gonna take a little bit of that pink color from the Feline Fancy palette, which is the cutest little palette, stinking little palette I've ever seen. And I'm gonna apply that to my inner corner area. Then, just to be a little bit more extra, I'm going to take Kat Von D's highlighter, the pink one from the Alchemist palette, and with a pencil brush, I'm going to apply that to my inner corners as well and mix those colors together because I think that's going to look so good. Then with my Smith 232 brush, I'm applying a little bit of that highlight to my brow bone area. Just a little bit. For mascara, I'll be using Benefit's Roller Lash. And I love this mascara because I feel like it gets every single lash, combs through it, never clumpy. And I just blinked and messed up my whole eye. I think I need a new one because it seems like this one's drying out. And for lashes, I'll be taking Black Magic Lashes in Norella or Noriella, whichever you prefer. I hate the drying process. I should have cut these lashes, but I didn't because it looked like they fit perfectly. I think they fit perfectly. Oh, I like these a lot. So the lashes are on, and I am just going to darken up my lash line a little bit with Dark Matter, which is just a black eyeshadow from Melt Cosmetics. I don't know how to pronounce the name of this brush, but it's basically just a short shader brush, and you could probably find that on any eyeshadow brush website. I like taking a black eyeshadow and pressing that along the lash line because I find that it helps camouflage the lash band a little bit more. For lips, I'm just going to take Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Lolita. And first, I'm going to line my lips with their Everlasting Lip Liner in Lolita. It's just a Lolita day. So I'm gonna match my eyeshadow. So that is it for this look. I hope you guys liked this video. I'm trying to do more videos. I haven't been in the best mood / condition. Don't really want to get into it, but I'm trying to work through my problems and get back on my feet and make more videos for you guys. So if you have any suggestions on what looks you want, what I don't know what videos you guys want. Let me know down below. I want to read your comments and take in your considerations. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me throughout I've been on YouTube for a very long time now, so thank you guys so much. And I will see you in my next video.